snake method right there. Just build up a ring of coals like a horseshoe, light one end, and it'll slowly burn all the way around. Alright guys, my buddy killed a small pig, skinned it, cleaned it, so I got the carcass. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to cook it on my Weber. And how I'm going to do that is with the snake method. So check this little video out, how to do it. Basically you make a horseshoe in the bottom of your Weber and you light one end and the coals just naturally burn all the way around. And that makes it a lot easier to control your temperature. It's not much to it. You just make, about 3 briquettes across and then a couple on top and one more. Or just jumble them all together and then just control your temp. That's the main thing, is you got to keep your Weber at about 250. I'm going to say 225 to 275. And I just used the lid temp gauge. Now since this pig is about 20 pounds, I'm going to light one side, put the pig as far as I can to the other side, and about every 2 hours I'm going to adjust it as the flame goes around that horseshoe. I'm going to keep the pig at 180 degrees away from the fire, and I'm going to turn it back and forth like that. Now I could just do this for about 2 hours, then wrap this sucker in tin foil and stick it in the oven at that point, because what I want to do is get it to be pulled pork. But I'm not a tinfoil guy, so I don't really like wrapping stuff, because once you wrap it, as far as I'm concerned, you might as well put it in a pot or a crock pot. It's, you're just steaming the meat at that point. So, that being said, I'm gonna hopefully not wrap it, but I have to wait till the hams on the back get fully cooked. So the meat's gonna be different. It's all different thicknesses, so the rib meat's probably going to be, more crispy, more well done, obviously, than the back. But I'm gonna make pulled pork, so the texture will be there. I can cut that out, but I can get little crunchy pieces and everything. So hopefully the bones will just fall out of this thing, and we're gonna just see how it goes. It is a lot easier on an offset barbecue pit. You just throw it on, leave it at 250, pull it off. You got all the room in the world. It's all just smoke and stuff. But I'm gonna experiment. Now I'm not gonna season this pig very much. I'm just gonna put fajita seasoning all over it, some Texas Volcano for a little bit of heat. But the deal is with pulled pork, when you get it home, after you're done, you pull all the meat off the bone. That's when you really season it. You add your barbecue sauce, throw it on a sandwich, or you're gonna put it on a taco, so you're gonna be adding pico or salsa verde. You can address it at that time. It's a lot different. So, you can do so much stuff after you smoke it. It's kind of it's like a chicken breast, almost. You cook them, and then you add them to something else. Alright guys, my flame is going, so I'm gonna have to go get my pig, bring it down here, season it, and hopefully it'll fit on there pretty good. We'll see. It's kind of a big pig, and that's not the biggest pit. It's only 22 inch. Now first, I have the bottom vent fully open, and I'm going to leave the top vent fully open. But when I put the pig on, I'm going to back it off to the bottom vent half closed and the top vent half closed. I've done this before, and that's usually how I start out, and it gets my temps down to where they need to be. Okay, my temp's rolling right around 240 right now. So if it just hangs out right there, which I got a feeling it's going to, I should be great, So now we just sit back and drink beer. Alright guys, we're at the 4-hour mark. Actually, yeah, it's 4-hour mark. Let's see what's up. Oh my gosh, look at that. So I'm going to take the temperature, see what's up. We're about 150 degrees. I got to get this thing to 200 so that it falls apart. Alright guys, depending on where I probed, the front arms are like at 180. The back hams, that's what's going to take the longest on that bad boy. We're at about 150, 160. So I got to get those back hams up to 200. The rest of the stuff is probably in an hour they'll be ready to go. I could wrap this in tinfoil like I said, but I'm not the tinfoil man. I might as well just put it in the oven if I'm going to do that. So I'm going to check it in another hour. That'll be 5 hours on there. And when I get right to that 200 degrees, the whole thing's coming off. So the front may be a little dry, but those hams hopefully will be like pulled pork. We just got to wait and see. The other thing, since I'm making tacos, it's just real easy anyway to just dice everything up. You got little crispy bits, and then you got the fat bits, and then, you know, the whole thing. So it's just the way it is. You know, when you do tacos, you should do all the gristle and everything. You know, you got to have that grease in there, and just all the little char pieces and all that. So, and I just made some pico for these tacos, so we'll see. I might pull off a piece here in an hour, definitely off that front leg. We'll see how it tastes. Ooh, perfect. Well, I have hit the stall, so we're just gonna let it roll. Let it keep rolling. It's getting real close though. The temperature's still rolling right about 180, but I need 200. It's just the way it is. Okay, gentlemen, Mr. Piggy is done. 7.5 hours. The snake went right to the end, which is pretty good, but I did add a few extra coals to make it go. But I had something to do, so it worked out okay. Anyway, it's cooled off. It's still a little warm. We're going to try to pull it apart. It is a very lean animal, and you saw the shoulder blade kind of just fall out of it. That's the front half. Let's just see what... Oh, you can't see that, can you? Anyway, leg just pulls off. Anyway, I'm going to pull this meat apart. Let's check it out, see how good it does. Okay, the back leg pulled off. When I pulled it off the grill, shoulder blade popped out. Let's see what's up here. It's falling apart pretty good. Still a little juicy. Lots of gristle. Let's see what's here. For wild pork, pig, these hams. It's peeling apart. It's got some juice to it. Let me take a bite. Yeah, flavor's on point. If this had the skin on it, it would just be crazy tender. I mean, it's tender, but it's lean. So we're gonna have to chop it up. It's falling apart. See, like this piece here, that's a good gristle piece. Test it out. That's pork. That's wild pork. Tastes good. Well guys, I appreciate you watching. There's not much to this. You just keep your temperatures at 250, throw the meat on, season it when you get it out, pull it off the bone like you just saw, And then at that point you can season it whatever you want to do. You know, pour barbecue sauce on it, throw it on some, make some tacos, whatever. Since it's so late in the evening and I'm just beat, I'm not even going to eat a taco tomorrow. I'm just going to eat the tacos. So this is going to go in Ziploc bags. My neighbor smelt it, so he wants some. So I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag and then I'll eat it tomorrow. But I'll be nibbling on it as I put it away, of course. Anyway, guys, I'm on Instagram. Just type in the Hog Zone, and I document all the cooks and all that stupid stuff. And of course, I'm on Facebook. Just type in the Hog Zone, you'll find me. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching, and it was a hot, long day. But give that snake method a try. It's so easy. You just put it around. You can go low and slow, and then as the fire moves around the kettle, you just move your meat around to keep it 180 degrees out. This was very large for that kettle, and I'm just really surprised at the outcome. It rocks. So take your time, get your temperatures right, slap on the meat, and season it. Appreciate you watching, guys.